Hello, welcome to Clarity Tarot. I'm really excited. I have a nice, long, juicy reading for you today. This is going to be a you versus them reading. And what we're going to do for each of the piles is a full spread on thoughts, feelings, and intentions for you, and then on the other side for the other person, and then connecting energy down the middle. We'll pull message cards, we'll pull advice. I'm really excited about this. So if you're looking for a quick reading, this ain't it. You might want to look at some of my other videos. But I really hope you enjoy this. Please let me know what you think. If you want a personal reading in this style or any of the other ones that I do, there's information in the description box about how to do that. And for now, let's jump into the reading. So pile 1 is going to be this icon magnet. Pile 2 is a E.T. playing card. I'm not even sure where I got this actually. Oh, it's not catching the light at all, is it? There we go. And then pile 3 is another magnet about Charles Bridge in Prague. So take a moment, think about which reading you think is yours, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and I will see you at your reading. Okay, pile 1. Welcome to your reading if you picked this wooden icon magnet. This is going to be your you versus them reading. So, as I talked about already, I'm going to do a nice long juicy reading here. So we'll start with you on this side. You'll be on the left, and the person you're asking about will be on the right. Feel free to switch those energies if you relate more on the right side. That can happen. And we're going to look into thoughts, feelings, and intentions, message cards, and advice. So first, for the person along the left here, in terms of their thoughts, okay. 3 of Swords, Page of Wands reversed, and the 2 of Coins. All right. And now let's go for feelings for the left side here. Three of Coins. Oh, I wanted 3, we got more than 3, but that's all right. Let's move these up a bit so you can see everything. We have 3 of Coins, 5 of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. And then let's look at intentions for person A over here. Queen of Cups reversed. Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands in reverse. Let me just check to make sure you can see all of that. Perfect. Okay. And then let's look at our pile 2 person here. Sorry, not pile 2, person 2 over here. So, thoughts. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. The Emperor. 6 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, and then feelings. The Artist in reverse. Whoa, so many feelings. Feelings. Okay. The Artist in reverse, which is a special card in this deck. The King of Cups, the 5 of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords, and King of Pentacles. And now we have intentions for person B. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay, interesting. Bottom of this deck is Empress reversed. Bottom of this deck here we have Judgment. So interesting. Okay, and then down the middle we're going to do what they have in common. So the connecting energy for these two for thoughts. Taking a while here. Connecting energy for thoughts for both sides. The Five of Wands, okay? And connecting energy for feelings. Knight of Pentacles. And connecting energy for intentions. Nothing wanting to jump out here yet. Eight of Wands, and a few others wanted to spit out. I won't take them, but just so you can see, the Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so let's get started here. All right, so person on the left. I'm actually going to talk about this in terms of a feminine and masculine energy because it's coming out quite polarized that way. So on the left here is the divine feminine energy. On the right would be the divine masculine. If you're not familiar with those terms, basically it's just the two sides of yourself, or in any spiritual relationship, people take up these roles. So, and that can relate to, you know, a soulmate, twin flame, karmic, any other kind of relationship based on your views on those things. But just for ease with this reading, I'm going to refer to the left side as the feminine energy and the right side as the masculine. By the way, that doesn't refer to gender. You can be a feminine energy person and be in a male body. You can identify as transgender and still embody these energies. So it's just about the energy, not the gender. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. Thoughts for the feminine side here. Well, this person is heartbroken. They feel mistreated by the masculine energy. They feel that this person has been inconsistent, childlike or childish, and has had their feet in two different worlds. You can see here with the Two of Coins card, this woman is holding a bear that is bear on the top half and then human on the bottom half, and then vice versa. The other child is human up top and bear on the bottom. And so she's split. She's trying to understand like how to care for these two parts of herself, or these two worlds. And what I'm getting is that this feminine is exhausted from feeling like this person over here is, you know, on good days, valuing her equal to his other pursuits, whether that's career or family or whatever is taking his attention. She's heartbroken by it. She feels left out. She feels like it's been childish and cruel is what I'm hearing. And so her thoughts are pretty clear on that. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of sadness coming through. A lot of sadness coming through on that. Thoughts on the masculine side. They're actually feeling quite successful. Look at these cards together. in their relationship with this feminine. They feel like they've dodged a bullet. They avoided getting married or into a committed situation. They've avoided giving more of themselves than they wanted to. They've gone their own way. They haven't been traditional. And for some reason, this has always been a really important thing for this masculine, to stand on their own, to never be tied down, I guess you could say. And so they're actually mentally feeling really, really happy about that. But the interesting thing is when we get to feelings, how that all changes. But anyway, at least for the thoughts on the logical mental side, this masculine is saying, oh, good. I avoided having to invest myself emotionally in another person because I'm just not about that. I am the master of my own domain. I don't want anything getting in the way of me and my other pursuits. So no surprise then that the connecting energy between these two is the Five of Wands, which is an energy of conflict, of mismatch, of not seeing eye to eye. Yeah, kind of wrestling for the upper hand in a way. But the energy of the feminine side here is less about wrestling for the upper hand and more about bowing out. Like I see what's happened here and I'm bowing out. Again, with the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the feminine side is Judgment. Meaning I'm assessing this situation based on what I see here, on the facts. And the facts are I'm being mistreated, and so I'm unhappy about that and brokenhearted. Okay, next we go to feelings. So on the feminine side, I'm getting this is very uncomfortable for the feminine, but there's still an abundance of love and affection for this person. Despite her better judgment, almost in a way I'm hearing, there is acceptance and forgiveness for this masculine for how they're behaving. But she is meditating on what's happened here. She's wanting to be collaborative. She's wanting to find some way to work things out with this person. But there's definitely not any forward-moving energy. There's just an awareness that this feminine understands that she has a deep love for this person, that there is forgiveness available to them, and that she's wanting to find a way forward. But for now, she's just keeping all those things in her heart, keeping them close to her chest. It's kind of a similar energy to up here. There's no forward movement energy. There's no reaching out. There's no initiation. I'm hearing she's just made peace with herself and the situation as it is. Okay, I love this person. They don't want what I want. They want this other life than what I'm interested in. And there's grief that comes up for that with me. But the truth is, I love them. What can I do? So all I can do is accept that, accept myself, offer love. And I'm getting that this overflow of love, the way it's actually coming out, isn't directed towards the masculine, but more towards herself and to other fulfilling relationships she may have. Now, the interesting thing is when we look over on the masculine side, so again, if you remember on the thoughts, it was like, oh, good, I avoided getting into a deep connection with that person. However, what's actually happening here in the feelings is very interesting. We have upright the King of Cups, which is very deep, very evolved, long-standing feelings of love. We have Five of Cups reversed, which is about trying to deal with loss, feelings of grief, and like nothing can go forward. The Artist reversed, so the Artist is a bonus card in this deck. Upright, it's about new possibilities. It's about finding a different way forward, pursuing your dream. You see like the castle and the clouds here, and creating your own way. And reverse, the feeling is, I can't have my dream. With the assumption being here that the dream actually is this person over here. Again, there's this huge split between the mind and the heart. Then we get to the Ace of Swords, which is the card about truth, clarity, directness, and it's between the grief and the King of Pentacles reversed. So what I'm getting here about this is that really the reason where these thoughts are coming from is this person isn't who they want to be in the material world. So whether that's they don't have the money they want, or they don't feel like they've achieved a certain level in their career that they think is important for them, they haven't gotten there. And because they haven't gotten there, they are refusing to feel their other feelings. So I'm getting that this is largely repressed. That can happen with the King of Cups. It didn't show up reversed though, so I'm getting that this person actually does have some awareness. This is what's happening with them, but it's almost like they just can't let this go about needing to be the master of their world in the more like financial or career-wise way. Now, the connecting energy between the both of them is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is an action card. It's about slow movement forward. So what both parties feel is that there's a desire to invest in this relationship. This person is actually not, it probably feels like a rejection to this feminine over here, but this person is actually not rejecting you. I'm getting this is probably you over here. This person is not rejecting you. They're trying to choose themselves, try to choose their own goals and dreams, and not deal with their deeper, more repressed feelings. But you know what they say about repressed feelings? They're always going to come out some way. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as we go along here. So again, the connecting energy for feelings is, let's give this a try. Let's move very slowly at this. Now, let's come next to the last line, which is the intention. So what are the actions, or what is, more accurately, what does this person intend to do towards the other party? And we have the Queen of Cups reversed, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Wands reversed. So starting with this combination of the Queen of Cups reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed, this person does not intend to move forward anytime soon to the person on the right. They very much are of the opinion, the ball is in your court. If you want to fix this, then you know where I stand, you know how to find me, come fix it. The Ace of Wands up right in the middle is interesting because it's about creativity and passion. So, and I'm getting that this is not connected to this person so much. It's more about letting the creativity and passion in your own life find a home outside of this person. There's something about this relationship that really woke you up creatively, or in terms of maybe even like your connection to your own sexuality, I'm hearing. So whatever that is, on this side, this feminine is looking to reclaim that for themselves, to find, okay, that this person stimulated that in me, but it belongs to me. Where does that passion reside in my body, in my life, in my world? How can I find that for myself? So the intention here on the feminine side is to, get their groove back, find what lights them up outside of this person, and not to take any action. What's interesting here is we have the connecting energy of the Eight of Wands. So, often Eight of Wands is seen as a communication card, and it is a communication card. But in this situation, I'm getting it as forward, rapid forward movement. I think both parties are actually leveling up quite quickly, but it just isn't resulting necessarily in communication between them, or collaboration between them, I should say, right now. It's possible that you are in communication with this person, but it's not, I'm imagining it's not very satisfying for you, even if you are. Okay, so let's look now at the intentions on the masculine side. So the intentions are to work hard, Eight of Pentacles. This includes this relationship, but also in related to their career goals, their financial goals. Two of Swords, to continue to, I wish you could see my face, but this is kind of my like fingers in the ears, la 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 la, kind of blocking it all out. You can see the swords over the chest here. Two of Swords is typically about being of two minds about something, but there's also a very defensive energy about this. And so this person, their intent is to shut it all out, keep their head down, keep working hard, and get to where they want to go. However, the very interesting thing here in their intentions, which is very encouraging, is the Hermit. So the Hermit, particularly in the upright position, is about going on a journey, looking within, finding wisdom, understanding what's happening. I'm getting that this whole situation has really shaken this person up. They don't, and I'm just going to talk as them for a second. Like, I don't catch feelings. Certainly not with a person that I didn't even get that far along with, from their perspective, whatever far along means. That could be in a physical context, could be into how long you've known them, any number of things. So they're doing their best to think about this as kind of some sort of fluke that, who knows why this happened. But let's come back to the bottom of the deck for the connecting energies between them, which is the Knight of Cups. So finding and expressing more love in your life. Both of them are looking for that. Both of them are trying to find that outside of each other. So I'm interested to see how this will develop because, typically when this energy is going like this, you will find, both sides will find more love on their own individually in different places, but it will also connect them to the deep love that they have for each other, which will most likely create a return. So that's what I'm getting for the first part of the reading here. And let me just check in, Spirit, anything else that you want me to say on the feminine side that I may have missed? The Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so it's important for me to mention here on the feminine side that this is not a person that is sitting and wallowing and crying their eyes out every day about this person. They're disappointed about what happened, but they're looking to their own past and future. And again, the Knight of Wands is really mirroring the Ace of Wands here to me. Finding passion and new beginnings and new opportunities for creativity, for expansion on their own and in their own right. And anything I missed here on the masculine side that's important to mention? Yeah. Five of Pentacles, King of Wands. I'm also being told to mention, which I haven't yet, the bottom of the deck on this side, which is the Empress in reverse. So what I'm getting here is, again, this mental rejection of, I don't want an Empress. I'm an Emperor. I'm an Emperor without a partner. I'm not a person to be partnered. So this is, a long-standing belief that this person has had. So Spirit is wanting me to mention that. But again, what's interesting, so I asked, what else should what did I miss or what should I reiterate? And what Spirit is wanting me to say here is, remember the King of Cups. This person does, if you're feeling frustrated and dismissive and like, oh, forget this person, they're too much work, which you're perfectly within your rights to do. The King of Cups is the highest of the emotional suit. They have, for them, the most love for anyone in their heart for you that they could have for anybody. So if there's moments where you doubt that because of their actions, which makes a lot of sense, know that that is truly how they feel at an emotional level. They're just trying to repress and ignore that. We also have the Five of Pentacles, which is about being left out. It's about having some important resource cut off to you. And so what's important to mention over here is that this person feels, whether you're in communication or not, this person feels very cut off, very like they don't have access to you anymore in the way that they did. And it brings up a lot of feelings, a lot of reactivity, a lot of them getting in their feelings. I'm getting that anytime they slow down long enough to feel what they're actually feeling, this comes up, this King of Cups, this, Five of Cups reverse, the desire to move on from the grief. So it's deep for them, pile one. They may not let you know that, but it is. And I'm hearing you say, so what? I mean, that doesn't change the fact of, how I've been treated or what this person has done or hasn't done. And you're absolutely correct. Good on you. feelings, you know, love, my personal opinion is love isn't enough. You can love there's plenty of people that I love. I can say personally in my life, plenty of people that I love that I don't need to ever see again. I have a friend that says it this way. She says, "Be well apart from me." Okay, so now we're going to pull some messages from both sides, then we'll pull some advice, and that will close our reading. So, messages on the feminine side. Ooh. Okay, we have, "You're just a conquest for me. Sorry, I'm a loser. I'm worried about you. Are you okay? Be my life partner, please. You make me smile, and you are my forever." So I'll explain those in a moment. Don't get too triggered by them. I really should rewrite that one. It's not too nice to have "I'm a loser" written on a card like that, but. Okay, and now messages from the masculine side. These are slower to come out, which isn't surprising based on how not forthcoming this person has been about their own experience. Sorry about the interruption there, pile one. Okay, so messages on this side over here. I got one wanting to come out. Yep, and one on the floor. Let's see. Yeah. All right, here we go. So, on the feminine side, again, there you've seen the open-heartedness, the desire to connect with this person, to have more of a long-term, meaningful relationship. There's also an acknowledgement here. So what I'm getting from this card is actually that there's been some recognition on the feminine side that at least at some point, how do I want to say this? And this wasn't like a physical, like a sexual conquest kind of thing. But there was at some point in this relationship or connection, an over-attachment to like wanting to get this person to reciprocate that energy of love, which is normal. It's also kind of a conditional approach to love. So there's some acknowledgement here on the feminine side that there is some element here that wasn't born of unconditional love and acceptance. Again, which is human. But there's really a lot of genuine care and concern coming through here, as well as, you know, desire to connect with this person and work it out. But again, there's not forward movement coming from over here. It's more of a, when you get yourself together to the degree that this would be possible, let me know. And then, so the messages over here we have, "I couldn't be who you needed. I'm sorry. I got in over my head. When did you stop loving me? I'll never let go, and the things I should have done when I was your man," which I think was is that a Bruno Mars song? So messages from this side. This person's acknowledging how they really mishandled the situation, how painful it was for them when you had to detach to protect yourself, how much regret they have looking back and how they would have done things differently, and also how, you know, and whatever this means for this particular situation, they're wanting to never release, essentially, this dynamic that you have between you. I'm getting that in their mind will be a day when they can just swoop back when the Six of Wands is here, but the King of Pentacles is also upright, and have everything go completely differently. That may be illusion or not, depending. But yeah, those are the messages coming from them. So I just want to pull now one card of advice for each person here. So advice on the feminine side, okay? Advice on the feminine side is to grieve, release, allow the parts of yourself that are still heartbroken to get the care and support they need. And the advice on the masculine side is to recognize how unbalanced you are. And the Chariot upright is the masculine and feminine sides balanced, left brain, right brain, however you want to think about that. And when it's reversed, it's unstable, it's reckless. This person hasn't quite understood how reckless their way of life is to be focused only on the mental. And actually, what I'm hearing is this deep dive, this hermit energy that they're moving into is what is going to bring about this epiphany for them, that actually it causes great pain and destruction to themselves and others in all kinds of settings for this imbalance to continue. So I think that's your reading, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought about this format. It's my first time trying it like this. And I hope to see you in another reading. Thanks so much. All right, pile 2. If you picked this ET, Fear of the Unknown, this will be your reading. Pile 1 was really interesting. So let's see. So again, this is a you versus them reading. I'm going to have your thoughts, feelings, and intentions on one side, and then thoughts, feelings, and intentions for the other person on the other side. Last reading ended up being very clearly kind of a masculine-feminine split, so I talked about it that way, but we'll see how it is for you. And yeah, let's get started. So, first thing for pile 2, please, Spirit. Let's look at thoughts. Tower, first card out. In terms of thoughts, 7 of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups, interesting. Okay, and feelings. Feelings for person A over here. We have the Fool. 3 of Swords, 7 of Wands. All right, and intentions toward the relationship. 8 of Pentacles. Intentions for person A. Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles reverse, and the Well. And we have the King of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck. Let me just look and see how we're looking here in terms of being in shot. Okay. And person B, let's see. First, let's start with thoughts. Okay, thoughts for person B. Thoughts for person B. By the way, you may relate more to one side or the other here, and that's okay. Thoughts, 5 of Coins, Ace of Wands reversed, Temperance reversed, 6 of Coins reversed. Feelings. Feelings for person B. Emperor reversed. King of Swords reversed. That was a whole stack. I'm not going to take all of those, but Another card for feelings. Ace of Coins reversed. Intentions for person B. The Fool reversed. Six of Swords, 10 of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Wands reversed. And the bottom of the deck here is the King of Coins. And now let's get the connecting down the middle. So what connects these two people in terms of thoughts? Well, that's too many. But wow, what a mess of Swords cards. We have 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands, lots in there. All right, so what connects these two in terms of thoughts? King of Hearts and Five of Pentacles, that's interesting. And Ace of Wands wants to come out. What about feelings? What connects these two in terms of feelings? Much more difficult to get a card on this row. It's interesting. Six of Pentacles in the feelings, okay? And what about intentions? Intentions that connect these two. Intentions, por favor. Okay, well, we got three cards here. We have 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. All right. Okay, pile two. So I'm going to talk about your groups in terms of person A and person B. Person A is going to be here on the left, person B on the right. So, person A, thoughts about this connection. Well, everything's fallen apart. Any kind of illusion about how this relationship was or wasn't has been shattered. All I wanted was to offer love to this person, to have a fulfilling long-term relationship, and that has collapsed. So there's actually not, I mean, there is heartbreak and pain coming through in the next row here, but for this one, there's not much focus on that. It's more like, again, the thoughts, the reality. Wow, this totally fell apart. How did this happen? There's the shocking event of the Tower. And I'm getting that this was really a shock. Pile two, whether you're on your person A or person B. So thoughts for person B, we have 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands reversed, Temperance reversed, 6 of Coins reversed. This person is thinking about the situation as, well, of course it fell apart. Like there's just a total mismatch in terms of who is giving what, how much connection and impact each person was making on the relationship. And that just eventually kept going until the balance was so far out of whack, there's nothing left here to really salvage. However, the thoughts are interesting that connect you both, which are the 5 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So these are two people that still really like each other, still very attracted to each other, still have a lot of love and affection for each other, but both feel very left out by the other in some way. So we'll get more into that as we go. It's interesting to see what that is. Feelings for person A. Well, person A feels heartbroken and defensive against person B now. They feel like they've been foolish to think that this could work, that they feel foolish to have chosen this person, actually, in a way, to try to partner with in some way. I'm getting for some of you out there, this might actually be more of a platonic relationship. For a lot of you, it's romantic, but just want to put that out there. This could be a work thing or something else. So person A, though, in terms of their feeling, they're feeling heartbroken, hard done by, and like a fool for even trying. Person B is feeling very defensive, very reactive. We have the King of Swords and the Emperor in reverse, which are not nice people you want showing up at a dinner party or anywhere else. It's a very ruthless, cold, disconnected, controlling, like dictator type energy. And the Ace of Coins reverse is like, there's nothing to plant here. There's nowhere to go with this. What's interesting is we have 3 very not feelings cards for feelings on person B. So they're certainly thinking their feelings, and in a very reactive state right now. It'd be interesting to see if you redid this reading a little while later, what the difference might be in what you'd see here. The connecting energy is a 6 of Pentacles, which is, we saw over here actually for person B in terms of their thoughts, the 6 of Pentacles reversed. But 6 of Pentacles is all about, who's investing what in this relationship. Is there generosity? Is there reciprocity? What's the flow? And certainly both people here are recognizing that flow is super out of whack. So, intentions for person A is to bring more love into the situation, to not ostracize person B, to think of creative solutions to make this better, to work hard, to take one step at a time to repair this and make it better. For person B, for person B, intentions, we have the Fool reverse, 6 of Swords upright, 10 of Coins reverse, and 9 of Wands reverse. This is a, screw it kind of energy, actually. They're saying, I'm moving on from this. I'm not trying again. This is not the abundant situation I thought it was. Even though I could see that some more effort is required here, I'm not doing it and I'm out of here. But what's interesting is the connecting energy between these 2 people, which is the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. So intentions are to deal with all the worry, stress, and overwhelm that's come up from this relationship, be self-sufficient and independent, and find happiness. So both people are very connected and committed to that. Person A just wants to create some measure of that with person B, and person B is in full rejection of that. So let me ask first, before we go any further, if there's anything I missed on person A's point of view that Spirit wants to bring forward. So any clarification for person A, Spirit, that I missed? King of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, bringing forward again that you are a very collaborative person. You get that this, fell apart, but you're like, what's the big deal? Can't we talk about things? Can't we figure out how to move forward? Even if that's like, I bless you and goodbye. And also, Spirit's wanting you to know that it isn't about this person not being attracted to you. For some reason, that's a concern that might be coming up for you. Like, oh, I just wasn't their type, or I wasn't cute enough, or they didn't find me interesting if it was a platonic thing. No, actually, none of that is true. They found you very magnetic, and also, the King of Wands can have like an entrepreneurial flair. So if this is a work thing, they saw you as very capable and worthwhile. So Spirit's wanting to clarify that. All right, and then also, what about for person B? Any clarification needed here? Well, that's about 7 cards there. Clarification, anything, Spirit, that I missed on person B? Again, the whole stack wanted to fall out. One thing that Spirit is wanting to let me know that I missed mentioning anyway, is at the bottom of both decks is the King of Pentacles. So both of you are focused on the same thing, but maybe your definition of what is stability and success, maybe those are very different things. Okay, person B, what did I miss, Spirit, that you want to highlight or correct me about? 3 of Swords. I didn't mention that this person is gutted about how this went. Well, that's because it didn't exactly show up in the cards, Spirit. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. But yeah, so they're very disappointed. They're very upset about what's happened here. They may not show any signs of this to you, pile 2, but they absolutely are not happy that this happened. They never actually intended either for anything so catastrophic to occur. So let's move on now to messages from each side. So what would person A say to person B? So far we have, I have to think about my family right now. Okay, I have to think about my family right now. Work, 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 work. Can you ever forgive me? And I'm consumed by guilt and shame in reverse. And so let's look now for person B. What messages would they have? My person A. And I'll explain these in a moment. I mean, straight out the bat, I'm hearing I don't want to talk. I don't want to say anything. This person is still very, very upset. Okay, we have don't pressure me in reverse. I only want to be friends right now in reverse. How do we fix this? This is driving me crazy in reverse. And do we have trust? So let's start with person A. So person A with the can you ever forgive me? I'm getting this is less about, you know, this isn't person A saying, oh, please forgive me. They're saying, are you capable of forgiveness? Actually is more the vibe. I'm consumed by guilt and shame in reverse. I'm just getting that person A is looking at this very practically. Like, look, we both did something wrong. We both messed up. Let's talk it through and be adults. But at the same time, this person, even though they have a lot of love and consideration and grace to offer person B, they're very focused on work right now and their own stability. The people that they love, the people that, and I'm getting, you know, the people in their family. This includes lots of different kinds of relationships, and specifically the ones where there is conflict resolution. There is, you know, positive movement forward after there's been a rupture. So their family are people where there is a rupture and there can be repair. So it's not just blood family. On the other side here, we have how do we fix this as the only upright card. And what I'm getting has really come up for this person B is how do I fix me? How do we fix this in me that this happens? I'm getting this is not the first time this has happened for this person where they just kind of fall apart. They go Emperor reverse, King of Swords reverse, and like can't deal with a problem that's come up. And you know, we have the Tower as the first card in this spread, so it's not like a small thing that happened here. I get that, but at the same time, it shouldn't be a massive relationship killer is what I'm getting. But this person is taking it as that. With this driving me crazy in reverse and do we have trust, this person isn't thinking about this. They've decided that there's no trust here on their side because that's just been their reaction. With don't pressure me and I only want to be friends right now, this person doesn't want contact. They don't want to work things out. They, with don't pressure me in reverse, it's like, I'm getting, it's like an amplification of that energy. Not only don't pressure me, like don't step to me right now. So I want to actually pull advice for each person here. And we'll close the reading out with this. And what a challenging situation to be in, I just have to say. It's hard to, you know, if someone doesn't meet you halfway, what can you do, you know? But let's see. Okay, let's start with person B. Advice for person B. Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups. So the advice here is to put all that mental energy to use by cutting through your illusions and primarily about yourself, pile B, which, you know, maybe this is the kind of thing where like if you had a fight with somebody and you had an audio recording of that fight and then you went back and listened to it later, you'd be amazed at what actually happened versus what you thought happened in your mind. You know what I mean? So that's the work this person needs to do, is cut through the illusions and understand what actually happened here, what was their part in it. And then let's look on this side pile for person A, advice for person A. Okay, advice for person A, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So advice for you, person A, and with the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, is to look at those places within yourself that you, either in this situation or in general, aren't fully self-sufficient. And not in like in a detached way. I think what I'm getting here is that there are some ways that you've acted in this relationship that have been, I guess, out of balance is what I'm hearing, in that you've been overly giving, overly like, let's work this out. Almost like from a, I need us to work this out for me to feel okay kind of place. And so the advice for you is to work on, your, I guess, your emotional separation from this person, really seeing their behavior as not personal, which clearly it's not personal. They think the world of you, they just don't have the skills or the presence to be able to show up. So advice for you is to detach from that having any impact on your self-esteem, your concept of who you are. I know that's easier said than done, but that's also part of what the situation, I think the gift that it's bringing for you, is you being able to be fully within your own energy and not needing anyone else to show up in any kind of way for you to be all right. Okay, pile 2. Well, I think that is your reading. I'm really curious. This is my first time doing this reading, so I'm really curious what you think about it. If you liked it or even if you didn't, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much. All right, hello, pile 3. If you chose this Charles Bridge Prague magnet, this will be your reading. And we're doing a you versus them reading. I'll talk about those people in terms of pile A and pile B. You may relate to one side more than the other. If you're kind of relating to both sides in a way, that just means it's a pretty close relationship, so there's a lot of mirrored energies. So let's start now with person A, and we're going to do 3 cards for feelings. What are they? Oh, actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm going to start over. It's thoughts first. First time doing this reading. Thanks for your patience. So, person A. What are the thoughts for person A? Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords reversed. And the Five of Cups. All right, now how about feelings for person A in this relationship? Feelings for person A. We have the Fool reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Cups. It came out kind of halfway sideways. All right, and now intentions for person A towards person B. Move these up a little bit more so you can see them. We have the Chariot reversed so far. The Devil reversed. Oh, And on the floor, the moon reversed. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. All right, now let's look at person B. Okay, person B, thoughts on this connection? Okay, we have Four of Wands, Ace of Cups reverse, and Five of Swords reverse. Feelings. Okay. Feelings, we have Six of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, and Five of Cups reversed. Intentions. Intentions, Seven of Coins reversed. Intentions for person B. King of Swords. Ten of Wands reversed with the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck for person B. Oh, I'm really feeling for you, pile 3. This is tough. Okay, and now the connecting energies down the middle. So for both people, what are the connecting thoughts? Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Connecting feelings. Connecting feelings for these two. Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. And then intentions. Intentions for both. Queen of Swords with the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck for the connecting energy is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so... okay, so let's start with person A. Person A's thoughts about this connection. They have a lot of grief coming up with the Five of Cups and with the Six of Swords. They don't want to lose person B. They want to stay in this relationship. They feel that it is kind of the ultimate situation for them. You know, fulfillment emotionally, physically, spiritually, materially, all of it. So they don't want to let person B go. I'm getting that this is a very long-term relationship. It might not be for all of you, but for the majority of you, this is a long-term relationship or a marriage. On person B's side, the thoughts are, well, I belong with this person, we're connected, we're committed, but the love isn't there, the passion isn't there. And I'm just accepting that and forgiving myself about that, and allowing that to be the truth. The connecting energy between the two people here is the Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. So feeling a lot of passionate energy. So it's not like these people are dry, but that's not coming towards each other in the relationship. And what I'm hearing is that I think the assumption that's being made by one or both parties is the reason that sexy energy isn't between them is because it's just not there anymore and this isn't the right relationship for them. But I'm getting actually that it might be more situational than that. So please remember that as we're going through the rest of this reading, because I think there is a lot of hope actually in this situation. But let's continue on. So feelings for person A. Well, person A wants to, with the Knight of Cups, wants to offer love, healing, an apology, restoration. They don't just want to move this into a friendship. They don't want there to be affairs or outside influences in this situation. They don't want to be foolish. They don't want to make a mistake here. They feel like they want to heal the situation. So I want to draw your attention though to the bottom of the deck, which is the Ace of Wands reverse. So this person is also, even though it seems like they're the one that is putting, I would say, a bit more of the forward movement energy into this relationship, they're also noticing the dryness that's between you. So it's not like they are overwhelmed with this like passionate, fiery energy. But what they are overwhelmed with is love, care, concern, commitment, wanting to stay together, wanting to work things out. On person B's side, the feelings, 5 of Cups reverse, 7 of Swords reverse, 6 of Cups reverse. So this is about, I don't know if you're the one for me. I don't know if we are really soulmates. I thought that at one time. I don't know if we should come back together. I have to tell the truth about that. I have to let myself grieve what we've lost here. I have to face the reality of that. The connecting energy between these two is the 9 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's recognizing, what do I dream for in my relationship? And did I have this with this person at one time? Is there a chance of getting it again? Or is it gone forever? There's also kind of the 2 of Pentacles is like a juggling card. I'm getting that what's being juggled here. So this is, again, it's shared energy. Juggling between the dream and the reality. And I'm getting that actually for this person, this might be the feminine person on the right here. And by feminine, I mean in terms of energy. That's not a gendered term. I'm meaning feminine energy, the receptive, the creative, watery, more emotionally connected, spiritually connected side. But I'm getting that part of where this disconnect and this dream is coming from is this person is seeing themselves kind of as a Queen of Pentacles, and that doesn't fit their dream of themselves. So in some ways, that doesn't have to do with person A, but person B is seeing themselves as more of a Queen of Pentacles when they want to see themselves as a Queen of Wands. So there's something going on there with that. Let's keep going. So the intentions from person A, the Chariot reversed, the Devil reversed, and the Moon reversed. So this is really intense energy. That's 3 major arcana for the intentions, but all of them are out of balance. So this person is pushing really hard. They're wanting to release anything negative or toxic in the relationship. They're wanting to bring balance to the left and right brain, the masculine and feminine dynamics in the relationship. They want to deal with any repressed thoughts or feelings. This person's probably like, let's go to therapy, let's work it out, this kind of thing. And the degree to which, why is it coming out so distorted is the question. Because the positive intention is there. This person is very anxious. And so while, they're taking the right actions, it's for the wrong reason and it's distorting things. They're taking these actions because of the 6 of Swords reverse. They're afraid of losing person B. So it's like they're clenching, they're holding on too tight. Intentions for person B, to lay the burden down, to look at this and, look at the cold, hard truth of the situation, to not invest to not try to find a way around the facts, which the facts are the spark is gone. Not sure if we should stay together, if we should have ever been together, these thoughts and feelings that are coming up. So I want to take a moment here and normalize this. I think every relationship, healthy or not, goes through this phase. Some relationships survive it and some don't. It reminds me of what they talk about as the disillusionment phase when you entered into a long-term commitment or marriage with someone, because at first you see them as like your perfect partner, and then reality sets in, whether it's 1 year later, 5, 10, or 50. And that disillusionment stage can be really overwhelming, really heartbreaking. And I'm seeing that these two people are in that dynamic here to some degree. But person B, their intentions are to say, look, I can't look at this any other way than what the truth is. And the truth is this doesn't work. The relationship we have right now doesn't support us as people. If we want to stay together, if that's even possible, this dynamic has to be totally redone. And actually, person A agrees with you. It may not seem like they agree because of these actions and force they're trying to bring into the relationship, but the connecting energy for the whole reading is the Ten of Swords, which is a really painful ending. The connecting energy for the intentions is the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So this is about, telling the truth. It's about finding your passion again, and dealing with things in as mature a way as possible. And I do want to say, if you're coming here and you're picking pile 3, this is definitely 2 people that are committed to try to be open-hearted, honest, realistic, and adult about the whole situation, which is really nice to see. So let's now pull some messages from each side. Oh no, I forgot something. Let me ask Spirit. Okay, Spirit, anything on person A that should be clarified that I either said incorrectly or that you'd like to add or emphasize? We have the 4 of Swords. Anything else? Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a correction. Thank you, Spirit. So down here with the intentions, with all these being reversed, person A is really taking a beat. They're meditating on, how much force to bring into the situation. And they've determined that they can't force anything here. They have to allow things to progress. It's just kind of killing them to let that happen. But they're strategizing, and their strategy is about, how do I bring more truth into this? How do I build a solid foundation? How do I express all the love I have in myself for pile B? So that's what Spirit wanted me to highlight. And what about for pile B? Anything I missed here? Pile B, anything to clarify? Three of Cups. King of Cups. 9 of Swords. Okay, so for person B, only take this if this resonates for your situation, because it might not apply to everybody. But what needs to be clarified here for person B is the reason part of the reason there's been so much disruption here in this relationship is there's an outside person. It's likely that person B is either infatuated or has been recently infatuated or fallen in love with somebody. Now, this could be all the way from, fantasizing about somebody in a book or a TV show, all the way up to a full-blown affair. So this could be big or small. But there's some place where their romantic and passionate energy is being stirred. It's not in the relationship. And so they're drawing conclusions about that because this romantic interest is coming from outside the relationship, this relationship no longer holds anything for them. So, and there's a lot of worry and sleeplessness about that. I'm getting this person doesn't necessarily want to lose person A either, but they're just trying to face the reality here. Again, pretty mature energies, I would say, on both sides. So what was the other thing I was going to say about that? I think just there's also something here for person B to see this as separate from the relationship. This is almost like a separate question or a separate problem that you shouldn't draw conclusions because of your attention being elsewhere, that has anything to do with the relationship between these two people. Okay. Or to be more accurate, it has something to do with that relationship, but it's not everything. So for example, because you fall in love with someone else doesn't mean you were with the wrong person all along your life before then. That would be, yeah, a faulty conclusion to draw. Okay, so messages from pile A. You give me butterflies in reverse. Yeah, we already saw that. I don't even know where to start. I'm devastated. Did I really lose you? How did this happen? And now let's look at person B. Oh, everywhere. I've got issues with drugs, alcohol, work, and food. The things I should have done when I was your man. See if we get anything else for pile B. Person B. The guy that says goodbye to you is out of his mind. I never imagined someone so perfect for me could exist. Okay. By the way, even though these both say like the guy and the man, this could be, it doesn't mean that person B is a male gendered person in the relationship necessarily. So, okay, messages from person A. So person A is acknowledging that there's no spark in the relationship. They know that that's gone, but again, they see that as like, okay, I don't know what to do to fix this. I see that it's a thing, but I don't want to lose you over this. Like, what can we do? Where do we even start? And there is a sense of this person being exhausted. Maybe they've done everything they know to do to try and repair this, and that hasn't worked. So they're just feeling pretty discouraged. But again, there's a lot of love and commitment and stability on this side. Person B. So I never imagined someone so perfect for me could exist. I'm getting that is this Three of Cups energy. So person B has been drawn in by some other fantasy person. Again, that could be, you know, some kind of character, or it could be a real life person that they're involved with to some degree. And I'm getting that that's connected to the I've got issues with drugs, alcohol, work, and food. And again, I want to talk about this on a range. I mean, this could be anything from, well, I kind of gave this example already, but anything from like, you know, reading 5 romance novels a day to sleeping with somebody different every night, or finding one person that you're really fixated on, something like that. There's just something about this person that's drawn their interest that is doing it for them in a way that this relationship either never did or hasn't in a long time. And so person B is drawing all sorts of conclusions about that. At the same time, there's acknowledgments here, 2 acknowledgments, and both songs, which I think those are the only 2 songs in this whole deck, so that might mean something to you that came out. Maybe music is important to you in exploring your feelings or in working through the energy between you and this person. But both of these songs are about regret, like wishing that they had treated person A better, wishing that things were different, that they didn't have to leave things behind with this person. But there's, you know, this card of I've got issues with drugs, alcohol, work, and food. This is, you know, a codependency card. And codependency can be anywhere from romance addiction to overwork to drugs and alcohol, any of those things. But the thing that they have in common is that you're focused on something outside of yourself to make you feel okay. And anytime you've done that, that creates a really challenging dynamic in a relationship, because now your partner is an extension of, you know, something outside yourself that needs to make you feel okay. So inherent in this, I mean, I haven't pulled advice yet, but for person B, I'm almost certain that there will be some advice around addressing these issues of codependence, which again, I know that's a word that gets thrown around a lot, but codependence just means I have to have something outside myself to feel okay. All right, so now let's pull advice for each person here. So person A. Advice for person A. The Artist in reverse. With 3 of Swords reversed in the new bottom of the deck. And then advice for person B. The Emperor in reverse, with the 10 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, person A, advice, the Artist in reverse. As we already saw, person A is doing everything they can think of to keep this relationship together, to figure out what's the magic word, action, principle, marriage therapist, whatever that needs to happen to make sure that this stays together. And the advice is to release that. There's not, some super creative approach here that's needed. And in this way, person B is really right, because they're the one that's saying, like, let's tell the truth to each other. Let's talk about the reality. The reality is, I'm not happy, you're not happy. I'm not feeling it, you're not feeling it. Let's figure out how to feel it, together or apart. And person A is resisting that in various ways. So the advice again for person A is to pull back on this, crafting the strategy of trying to get person B to stay. Advice for person B, the Emperor in reverse. It's interesting as advice. So there's 2 things happening here. The bottom of the deck is 10 of Swords reversed. So, and 9 of Coins reversed. That'd be below that. So the theme of that meaning, don't end this. Don't get out of this relationship. Don't become single. Don't give up. At the same time, don't give an inch. Be ruthless and cold. How you experience yourself. I'm getting that person B just, doesn't enjoy being in this state of mind. But the advice for you is to doggedly focus on this message that you've been repeating. I'm not happy, you're not happy. Let's tell the truth to each other and let's deal with it. So in that case, in that sense, like, you're really doing something right here. And I want to say something to person B, and if you are person B, or if you want to understand person B a bit better. It'd be very easy in this situation for person B to be the identified problem, quote unquote. So, like, let's say person B's had an affair and person A caught them. Well, that's, usually blamed on person B. And not to say that that's not, an error in judgment and integrity in most cases, depending on, the agreement in your relationship. But person B is the one who is just identifying and speaking the loudest about, like, this isn't okay, this is a problem, this relationship needs help. So they're the squeaky wheel, they're the identified patient in a way, but it's the relationship dynamic between these 2 people that is the problem. And again, I want to go back to what we saw earlier for person B, these questions of, like, was this ever my person? Because of how this relationship is going. It's actually not about the person, it's about the relationship, it's about codependent dynamics between the 2 of you. So I want to go back to one of the first things I said with this spread, which is it looks really painful and hopeless as a situation, and it's actually not. It is very painful and feels hopeless, but it's actually, this is the energy that comes before a breakthrough, before healing at a deeper level occurs, and to some level or another, this dynamic is present in every long-term relationship, and some relationships come through it and some don't. So I hope that's encouraging, or at least informative to you, pile 3. Please let me know what you thought of this reading. It's my first time doing it in this format, so I'm curious to hear if it resonated for you or even if it didn't. And I hope to see you next time at another reading. Thanks so much for coming by, and enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening. Thanks, bye-bye.